So I just posted a new video on my channel, and since you guys liked the last video of this, I'm gonna make another thumbnail tutorial and show you how I made this thumbnail. First step, as you can see, we have the players and the background. That's all that's in this thumbnail. So to start, we can get the background. This is how I made it. All the background is, it's just a screenshot of a sunset, and I can show you exactly where I did this. It was right here. I use shaders. If you're not sure how to install shaders, there's a ton of tutorials on that. That's not what this video is about, but if you want to use shaders, I definitely think they add a lot. So I used these complementary shaders. You can use any, that's just what I used. And you can see, here we are. Looks a lot more vibrant. And I pretty much just took a screenshot right here. I did it in replay mod. As you can see, that's another mod you may not be using. But if you don't have replay mod, you can of course just take a normal screenshot as well, like this. And if this isn't the type of color you're looking for, you can of course experiment with other kinds of shaders. Here's Silders. I might have used this one actually. Take the screenshot. We'll take another one right now, for example. Boom. And that is the background done. Now, next we have the players. This video is about creating the deadliest nation, so I just have some deadly players on front. Keep it all simple. The thumbnail matches the title. That's what you want in a thumbnail. So to do this, I used the replay mod, as I just mentioned. If you don't have replay mod yet, this part, I would recommend getting it. It's pretty easy to install. There's tutorials on that. But if you don't have replay mod or don't want to get it, you could, in theory, get a friend to log on to a server or realm and then take a screenshot of them. Here's what I'm going to do. I have a plugin that lets me change my skin. You could just change your skin manually if you don't want to do that, but this just makes it easier. So we're going to get some armor. Play the replay mod, get a good angle, maybe look like this. Then I'm going to get the next player. So in this case, it was ClownPierce. Boom. Get my replay mod going again. And the reason I use replay mod instead of just screenshotting like right here is it allows you to get more diverse angles. If you don't have replay mod, you could of course just take a screenshot like this, raise your FOV a little bit. That would work too. You could take a screenshot just like that. So last we have skin set minute tech. By the way, if you haven't watched this video yet, I recommend it. So we have minute tech and we'll do like this angle. Boom. Now you go into the replay mod file. You don't have to do this if you just took screenshots manually without the mod. You just go in here. I lowered my FOV to 30 so it fills up more of my screen. Wait till I'm at the perfect angle and then take a screenshot with F2. And also you want to turn off render name tags because you don't really want your name tags in the thumbnail. At least I didn't for this one. Boom, that's me. Next we'll do clown's screenshot. And then last we have minute tech. And that is all your screenshots done. So next, I'm gonna close Minecraft. What we can do is open a photo editor. I personally use Photopea. It's like Photoshop, but it's free. Pretty easy to learn. And what we're just gonna do is grab all the screenshots we just took and open them. Make sure to use the open and not open in place, otherwise it'll put them all on top of each other. What you're gonna do, take this wand tool, magic wand, click the green screen, press delete on your keyboard, and take all of that out. And I'm just gonna do that for the other two now. Alright, so now we've green screened all three of these. And what you're just gonna do is click on each one, file, export as, PNG, boom. Do that for each one. And once you've done that, you can just go to your downloads and drag them onto the background screenshot like this. Now looking at the thumbnail, I just put it in this order. Actually, I'll have a minute on this site. I took it, I made them face opposite ways in this case. Yeah, I put them opposite sides, but same case. I just moved them around so it looks a little better formatted. You can see I'm slightly bigger, so it looks like I'm in front of them, and then they're also just a little lower in height, so it shows that I'm also more forward. So I'll just do that now. I'll make me bigger. You can use edit, free transform, make me a little bigger on screen. Then I'll make minute tech a little shorter there, and we'll move clown around a little bit. But yeah, that's basically that step. This part's all just up to you what you want it to look like. Now what we're gonna do, this looks alright, it's not bad, but compared to this, it's a lot different. You need to turn up the brightness and the color vibrance. So how do we do that? First, I'm gonna start with the background. I'm just gonna disable these so we can see, and I go to image, adjustments, brightness and contrast. This is the first one. First of all, I'm gonna make it a little more bright and a lot more contrast, something like that. Next, we're gonna go adjustments again and go to vibrance. Just turn that up. This is all up to how you want it to look. We're gonna go to adjustments one more time and then go to hue and saturation. I'm gonna just boost the saturation a bit, and then if you want, you can change the hue. I'm gonna make it a little more red because right now it looks pretty yellow. So we'll change it to that and maybe lower the lightness, right? That looks pretty good. That's about what I did before. Next, we'll add these three back on, and you're just gonna do the same thing, image, brightness and contrast, brighten that up a bit. You can see a lot how it's already changing. Contrast, it already looks a lot more clickable, right, compared to these two. So I'm just going to do the same process for the other two. Adjustments, bit more brightness, bit more contrast. And yeah, this part's pretty much just up to you how you want it to look. But after that, we're going to go to vibrance again. I'll do about this much. Do the same thing for the other two. Now everything's boosted. What do we see here? We have outlines around the players. To do that, you can go to layer next to image and then layer style, and it's going to be stroke. I'll do about 10 pixels, and then you can switch layers, do the same thing, stroke. But yeah, now they have an outline. Besides the stroke, you can also add a little bit of drop shadow if you just look down. I do a bit of that. You can see it adds a shadow behind me. You can also do this, right click on a layer, and then go layer style copy, and just paste it onto the other one. Now they have outlines and shadows, and there's one more thing that I added to this thumbnail. Well, actually, two more things. In order to add more depth, I'm going to go to layer style again, and do an outer glow above drop shadow. This just adds a little bit of glow behind me. You don't want that much, but just enough for it to stand out from the players behind me, right? So we'll do like maybe that much, right? You can see a little bit here. The last thing I did for this thumbnail is go to filter, render, and then lens flare. You can see this adds a little artificial sun. Oh, wait, I think I put the lens flare on top of this one. Yeah, okay, I'm gonna remove that and actually click on the background. If that happens, you have to select the background layer. And then you can do filter, lens flare again. There we go. So now it's behind me. That's pretty much everything I did for this thumbnail specifically. Hope you guys enjoyed this. Maybe you learned a thing or two. It's not the same as this one, but that's basically the process that I took. So yeah, anyways, thanks for watching. Subscribe.